Hi guys, this is Sai Kumar Kurtivada. In this video, we will learn about Next.js search parameters. In our previous videos, we have focused only on the mandatory parameters, the parameters which are passed on the URL, and if you are not having that parameter, you cannot do anything. But in some cases, we may need to pass some search parameters, which will be an optional parameters, and based on that, we will be retrieving the data. If you are considering some set of filters, you can do that. For example, you want to get the users, but if you want to get that particular users, you want to apply some set of filters. So if you want to apply that filters, you can apply on the same API, and also if you want to ignore it, you can ignore it. That we'll see in this video. So let me go into the Visual Studio Code. Here we have a get API which will get all the users. So let me close this, and here you can see this is our API to get all the users whoever available in our system. So let me hit this. Now you got all the details. Now what I want to do is I want to apply a filter where I want to pass a name. If my caption or if my name matches with that particular filter, then I have to get it. Then I have to get the data. So how we can do that? So it is very simple. You have a request where you can get the request by using next request. And inside this, if you want to get any of the search parameters, you can use something like request dot. There is something called as next URL, which is provided by next itself, and it has something called as search parameters. And inside the search parameter, if you want to get any of the search parameter, then you can use get method, and you have to pass the parameter whatever you want to do. For example, I am using a filter parameter, and now I am using this filter parameter. And how to pass the search parameters, let's see. So this is your main URL. Now if you want to pass the search parameter, you will be using a question mark followed by a key and followed by a value. So I am giving here as Sai. So this is my optional parameter. If I am getting this filter with this optional parameter, then I want to filter the users based on this particular key or the value. The value is Sai. So if my name contains Sai, I have to return the data. I'm not bothered about the caption or whatever the logic you want, you can write it. But as of now, I am focusing only on the name. So if you are focusing on the name, once you get the Sai, I'll be filtering this whole list where the name contains Sai. If the name contains, automatically it has to return. So what we'll do is first we'll get the filter. Const filter is equal to, I'll just pass this over here, and let me write a console.log of filter value. Whatever the filter value we will be getting over here. Let me hit this, and now you have to get a filter value called as Sai. Now you got Sai as a filter value. What I have to do is, if I have a filter, if I have a filter value, then what I have to do is I have to filter out all the user details. Const filter data is equal to, I want to filter with my users dot filter, and the filter data is obj, where you will be getting obj dot name, where if the name contains dot to string dot includes, or just it is already a string, you can use directly includes, and it should include my filter. If that is included, let me return the response. And instead of writing again a return statement, what we'll do is we'll write something like let final users is equal to, by default it will be users, but if filters are applied, then that will be equivalent to this final users. And let me copy this and return this. So if you are passing a filter, it will filter with that particular value. If you are not passing the filter, it will return you all the users. Let's try it out. Now what we'll do is, first I'll remove this one, and let me hit this. You got both the data. Now what I want to do is I want to filter this by the name Sai. So whenever this includes Sai, then you will be getting the data. Hit this and you got empty. Let's see why. So here we are having a final users. So that final users should be included inside this name. Then only you will be getting a data. So what is this includes? Includes will return a boolean value. let me print this value console.log of json.stringify of final users. Let's see what's the problem. Save this and hit this again. Now you got an empty array. It's weird. Why we are getting an empty array? Let me go into users and the name it has Sai and we are checking that as Sai. Let me pass only this value and send it. Now you got that value. So actually speaking, whenever you are passing it, I have passed in this way, so this whole string will be considered as a search parameter. So instead of doing that, you can use just a key along with that a value. Whatever the value you want, you can pass it. If you are passing a number, it will be treated as a string because you are passing in the URL. So let me hit this. Now you got Sai. So let me remove this and save this. Let me test the two cases. One is with filter and one is without filter, and one more is I want to pass a filter but I'm not passing anything, it is empty. Let me hit, you will get all the values because you are not passing the filter. And I'll pass Kumar and hit this. Now you got only the Kumar. And let me pass something like none, which is not available in the names. Hit this, you got empty. So everything is working as expected. So this is how you can use your search parameters. Whenever the parameters are not mandatory, they may or may not come into your request. In that cases, you can use search parameters. So this is how we can use our search parameters in our Next.js. Hope this gave you a glance about search parameters and brief understanding about search parameters. Hope you like my explanation. If you like my video, like, share, subscribe to my channel for more updates. Signing off. Thank you.